like.
All praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Messiah, Hashem, Kakadash, the one to the apostles of Great Millstone. I learned this truth. Peace and blessings to the apostles, the elect. We're just going to go into it, man. A lot of things is going on in this whole, like the whole Neuralink, you know. So we're approaching these times. So, like, someone get Revelation 13 and what, 11?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
13?
Yeah, Revelation 13. Because right now we're in these times, right? And we know that Esau is running out of time. And also, he has a plan. He has a 2030 agenda, right? So he's running out of time, you know?
So you said where you want to start from 9?
13.
You want to start from 9 and
Yeah,
go
13.
down?
You can read that 12 or start at 11.
Okay. This is Revelation 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb.
Yeah, so the 2 horn like a lamb is like it's basically like the Republican, like our Democrats, right? And basically back in the ancient world, like they were called they were called like the plebeians and the patricians, right? And basically there's nothing new under the sun, right? And he you know, with his Democrat, his Republican, it's the same game, right?
Liberal,
conservative, the same thing, right?
Right? And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
Yeah, with the dragon is like referring to the ancient Rome, right? And basically we're in the beast system all over again, the dragon, right? He has like
Draconian measures.
Yes, draconian measures, and basically even also he has his draconian measures and stuff like that. Keep going.
Verse 12. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwelleth therein.
Yeah, this is what he's doing right now, right? He has like the NATO, right? The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, right? And it's all Edomites, man. Right? And it shows who's in power, right? Because I believe 1948 it's called the Treaty of Rome. So it shows that we're in the Roman Empire all over again, right? Yep.
And he causeth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast,
Yeah, so
whose deadly wound was healed.
Yeah, so now they're healed, right? Because basically, like 1453, the fall of Constantinople, and then 1492, like the fall of Granada. Yeah, like the fall of Granada, right? Where the whole Borgia family came to power and rose up, right? And basically, Jake was persecuted throughout Spain and throughout Portugal.
What is it?
Like, and they had the option to either like choose the Catholicism, or they had to be exiled, right? And a lot of our people were exiled from Spain, right? But some of our people were sellouts who were calling themselves they were calling themselves like the Templars, the Knights Templars, and all the different orders. Right? Which were all Jake, right? Who was like selling out other Jakes, right? Keep going.
Verse 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Yeah, if you watch that movie that came out a couple months ago, Oppenheimer, right? He shows you that. You also read about Operation Paperclip, where it's the German scientists they came about, and basically,
It's okay.
like they split the atom, right? But it was set up. It was basically, it's in the scripture, right? I think Isaiah 54 says, it says that I have created the smith, right? So the Heavenly Father, he put it in Esau's hand. He put it in Esau's mind to split the atom, right? Create like the nuclear bomb, right? Or the atom bomb, right?
Verse 14. And he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
Yeah, so that's Hiroshima and Nagasaki, right? And right now, like there's many nations who have the nuclear missiles, right, and the nuclear capability, right? Because back then it was only Esau had that power, but basically, it shows that he's at the end of his power, right? Because there's gonna be a nuclear war that's gonna be sent, or it's gonna come on this earth, right? Keep going.
Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live.
Yeah, so the image, right, is like it's a barcode. It's called universal barcode, right? Where everything that we purchase, right, it has the 666, right? And we go into that, right? If we had some of those photos, those pictures of the 666, right? And basically, his plan is to merge man with machine. He's gonna put it in your flesh, right? And he wants to be power because he wants to be as God, right? Keep going.
Verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Yeah, so we're approaching this time because we see that Elon Musk is saying, basically he's gonna give everybody like that mark, right? And basically he's approaching, he's doing what he's supposed to do, right? So we know that within the next couple of months or next year or two, right, it's gonna come like full scale, man. Everything's gonna come full scale, but because it's actually running out of time, man. Right? Because basically, I was supposed to have this whole NWO already planned out.
That's right.
But he's way behind, man.
That's right.
Right?
And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Yeah, so this is the time that we're approaching, man. Because a lot of us like have like little hustles or they have different, like some of us have trades and stuff, and basically like you won't be able to even buy and sell, right?
No,
Unless you have that in your
watch the
flesh,
video.
right? Like unless you have the whole Neuralink in your brain or in
Yeah.
in your right arm or left hand, right? And basically that we're approaching these times, man. So a lot of things happened within the past month, right?
Yeah, but even you people that have legal jobs, you won't be able to quote unquote steal company time anymore, because they're going to be able to tell where you are, what you're doing, so they're going to know exactly when you're on the clock. So there'll be no more such thing as stealing company time, man, which the majority of people do.
And like if you watch that movie with Justin Timberlake called Time,
All the
basically like you won't be able to buy and sell, right? Because in that movie, like people had to see it in their flesh, and basically like they had to basically if they had money or whatever, it had to be used within a certain time, and like that's what's gonna happen, right? So it's a way to trap up
Basic
people.
income.
Yeah.
No, you guys are good. You can go.
Yeah, it's called the universal basic income. So his plan is to trap everybody out. Right?
This is verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
So we're looking for this prophecy, right? Because since we've been out here was like 2009, all right? The apostles been out there for many decades, but especially from like 2009 when the whole YouTube era came, we came out basically like we were going into that prophecy, man. Even in 2009, and basically it's coming to pass right now, right? Everything's being revealed.
Just ask this brother.
Yeah.
All his videos is on the mark.
Yeah, and that's it. It's because basically, because the only thing that we're looking forward to is that charagma.
That's right, man.
Because that once that's established, all right, everything's gonna come.
That's right.
Everything's gonna, like a lot of destruction is gonna come on this earth, especially on this land, America.
Verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beasts, for it is the number of a man, and its number is 666.
Yeah, so Chi Star Stigma, right, in the Greek, right? And like basically his plan is to implement basically like to implement a thing in your arm, right? And to have that power, man. And basically Esau's already doing it with his whole cattle and stuff. Where he's chipping the dogs, he's chipping cattle, you know. You want to
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 13. Point will be made in verse 15. It says here, for such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Yahushua. No marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, and shall be according to their works.
Yeah, so that's what's going on right now. Because you have Esau, where he's calling himself Christians, right? He's the one that runs the whole Roman Catholic Church, right? And like all they are just Jesuits, and basically like they're acting like they're holy, but they're a whole bunch of pedophiles and stuff, man. You know, and they're evil, right? And then even our people too are the fucking false angel. Can you read that one again, where it says he's gonna transform himself as an angel of light? Yeah, because that's what Esau is doing too. And then even you so-called guys call yourself Israelites, man. Like guys, like your teacher or your like Nate, right? Where he's wearing all purple, right? And basically he wants, he's not going into that whole mark of the beast. He's saying that the mark of the beast is Christianity and all this stuff. So that's evil, man.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14. No marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
Yeah. So that's guys like Nate too, man. You know, guys who got the bag. You know, and basically, even guys like what do you call them? ICPK, where he's doing where he's feeding the homeless, because he's getting a tax write-off every year. Right? Because basically he has this, because all these guys, for the guys who got the bag, right? That IUIC right now, they're under the whole 501c3 charter, right? You know, so they're not really like the whole. So they're not really like the men of the Lord, man. It's just for money, man. Someone get Job 20 and 4. Yeah, keep going.
This is the book Sirach,
Yeah, someone get Job
2
20
and
and 4.
2 and 1.
Yeah.
Basically, what the brother was going into the character. It's going to come to a point in time in life that we're going to be tempted, right? We're going to be tempted with character. You know, how you going to do somebody in this place?
Yeah, because basically it's gonna be difficult, right? So some of us might be on the run, and some of us might be like sleeping in their car or in a tent, you know, and it's happening right now.
A lot of you jakes that have good jobs, you're going to be taking the chip on that day, right? You want to live on the standards of this society, right? Sirach 2 and 1, my son, if thou canst to serve the Lord Yahweh, prepare thyself for temptation. And that's one of those things, the temptation, the RFID, right? Everyone's going to be tempted, you're going to be tried out on that day. Right? Everyone and single one of us is going to be tempted on that date. Right? Verse 2, set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make no haste in the time of trouble.
Yeah, so the Heavenly Father, He's gonna try us like He's gonna try us like gold, man. So even when all hell is gonna break loose, the Heavenly Father is gonna purify us. You know, He's gonna make us like fine gold, man.
Right.
Alright, so so some of us are gonna be in some difficult,
Times, yeah.
ways or the different time, right?
Right, and the whole thing of this is to endure to the end. Right? Verse 3, cleave unto him, and they pour not away, that thou mayest be increased in thy house in the last end. It's like that.
Okay, so this is Job chapter 20, verse 4. Knowest thou not, this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Though his excellency mounts up to the heavens.
Yeah, so because they're the biggest hypocrites, man. Esau. I went to the thrift store a couple of days ago. I seen like the 10 Commandments, right? Like maybe with I think his name Charlton Heston. All right, where he basically they claim that they're the Lord, right? All right, and I always grew up watching that movie, man. It's a very good movie.
Yeah,
But it's not the everyone in that movie is not their. It's the everyone in that movie isn't everyone in that movie is not of the Lord's of the Lord's people, man.
Even the Egyptians weren't the real Egyptians.
Yeah. You keep going.
I have the word hypocrite here. Online dictionary. It says false pretender to virtue or religion. And it also says a hypocrite from the Greek, hypocrites. And it says stage actor, pretender.
Yeah, that's what they are. There's a bunch of actors, man. Alright? Look who runs all the movie industry, man. Right? Like the so-called ish people, man. Yeah. So everyone,
Tunnel diggers.
Yeah, so every time we're watching everything like what do you call it, like Easter time or whatever, and you watch that movie about 10 Commandments, man. Yeah, they have the Hebrew, man. These people are a bunch of active, and these people know exactly who we are, man. Right? So now that whole lie is being covered, is being exposed right now.
So this is back in Job chapter 20, verse 5, and it says that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach onto the clouds.
Yeah, so the triumphing of the wicked is short, man. So they're running out of time, man. All right, and like we don't know what's gonna happen this year, but a lot of things is happening. A lot of judgment was what happened last month, man. It's gonna get a lot more worse, man.
Well, we do know that the third world is moved into a hot war. This is, you can't consider this no longer a cold war, right? Where the Lord has everybody stirring shit up. This is no longer a stirring, right? This is now it. Now you have the proxies fighting. This is just the proxies. You're just waiting for the big bad guys to start it off.
So the big guys are gonna be like Russia,
Exactly.
America.
That's
All right,
right.
it's gonna be America and Russia, man.
That's right, man.
All right, and then you have the other nations. You have NATO. All right, but like certain of the NATO nations is gonna fight against the war, right? America, right? So a lot of prophecy is gonna come to pass.
That's right, man.
It says here, verse 7, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found.
So after your great destruction, all right, and then basically after when you're gonna be in captivity for over 1,000 years, all right, like the elect isn't gonna have no need for you Edomites, right? Because it said that Esau is gonna be a stubble, and then I think it said that Jacob is gonna be a fire. Name? Yeah, Ephraim gonna be a fire, and Jacob a flame.
Yeah, go ahead. You guys are good. It's just like back in the day, you had a store called Byway, and Byway and Sears, they were everywhere.
Remember
And now you're just like, yo, what happened to them? But they're gone, man. And there's a lot of stores that are like that were good stores, and then you're just like, yo, whatever happened to those stores? You don't even remember when they went out of
Zellers
business.
and stuff. Remember Zellers?
Of course.
All that.
Right? That's America, man. Yeah, that was a good store, man. I still like that store. I think there's like one left or something like that.
Target. I think Target got.
No, not in Chicago. Oh yeah, the one in Yorkdale. There was a big one.
Right.
The luxury store brand. Oh my God.
Jeremiah 50, verse 31. Behold, I'm against thee, O thou most proud, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities.
You could expound, brother.
Basically, the Lord Yahweh Shai is against Babylon the Great, America the Great. So we see these rumors of wars and wars and rumors of war rising up. Ultimately, it's the Lord's will, man.
That's right.
You know, and something's going to transpire where all these nations are gonna turn against America the Great, right? This whole thing that's starting to transpire is just a prelude, you know, to these nations, Ishmael, you know, Russia, Pakistan, right? They're all going to be on the same side.
I can add on to that. Because even in World War I and World War II, there was a series of events that led up to that war, man. You know, different, skirmishes and assassinations that took place. It was the same thing with World War III, man. Okay? Everybody's positioning themselves, these armies are having their war games. Okay? And they're playing chess and battleship. All right? Those are two war games, man. But guess what? It's coming to life right now. Okay?
If I may add, you had Pearl Harbor. That was a pivotal event. You had the Gulf of Tonkin, which was also a pivotal event with the Vietnam War. So there's always something to spark it. Just adding what this brother was saying.
I think there's a war in Korea as well, around that same time.
Yeah, they didn't end the war until 1941, and World War II started about 2 years before that. So it takes a couple of years for other big conflicts
Exactly.
to get in, and then it escalates.
Exactly.
That's what we want. And later on, what did you get? You got the atom bomb. Right? And that changed the whole world, changed the game of warfare.
Like, and basically, that we're approaching this time where it's going to be a nuclear war. So the only way that we're going to escape is with a divine intervention. The Lord's going to have to save us. Right? Because all this is going to be smoke.
Yeah, but that's why when they passed all those executive orders, we had to say, oh, what are they getting prepared for? When an executive order to take over all water, executive order to take over farmland, executive order to do this. What are all those for? Those are war measure acts. Those are wartime bills that have to be passed before they actually go to war, man. You think you just go to war? Yeah, can't. You think you just, oh yeah, let's just go to war. That's not how war works, man. You peons think that's how, you niggas in the ghetto think that's how war works, yo. War is a gradual thing, man. You gotta, like remember when they bought up all the bullets? The armor-piercing bullets? The Department of Homeland Security. You remember when they bought up all the graves? They bought up all the cops. What was that for? Those are just chilling. They're gonna throw them away next year. They're gonna expire and they're gonna be thrown away next year. Yeah, they're gonna biodegrade. Damn losers, man. Remember when they bought up all the guillotines? Where's the guillotines? You friggin' losers, man. You people are losers.
Okay, now you got the migrants, which that's all set up. They beat up a couple cops in New York.
Because they don't care about authority.
This is Revelation 7, verse 1. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth.
So we know that the 4 angels is the archangels, like
And they get a free bell.
Uriel, Raphael, St. Gabriel, are all 4 of them, right? And they're the ones who's stirring up the war, who's stirring up the heart of the kings and of the military as well, right? right? Like that's why there's so much stuff going on in Iraq, Somalia, Yemen, Iran, all over, man. It's called a fertile crescent, right? Basically, it's gonna be, I think Joel 3.
Well, that situation with Israel, the Lord kicked it off, and He's not pulling back, right? It wasn't just a one weekend type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, that thing is pulling in different nations,
Yeah.
right? And a lot of these wars, majority of these wars are bankers' wars, right? But this third world war is going to deceive these bankers as well, right? Because you want to bring your enterprise, right, with this war, right? Because this guy, who is it, Albert Pike, he outlined 3 wars. He outlined the first 2 world wars,
Yeah.
and he stated their purposes.
Because it was already in the scriptures.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It was already written. So
That's how you know both sides and both sides.
yeah, it was already written. So I'm sure he probably read that. I'm sure he probably read that in the
At
scriptures.
least, yeah, they know some of this.
It says, hold in the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God, Yahweh. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea.
Yeah. So the Lord, he's gonna basically put the mark on the elect, all right, where they're not going to be like destroyed. Yeah, you can get that. You can get it.
Yeah, and it also means that you're going to see destruction and wonder why is the Lord not taking the earth out? Because it's not time. And angels are doing everything to hold back
Hold it
the
back.
destruction, right? You see the destruction and you're just like, what the heck? Why not? Why not yet? Why not yet? Because certain things have to come to pass first.
And then, some of the elect still have to be sealed, right? And we're basically approaching these times. Because you have the elect, like who's all over the earth, man. From America, Canada, east, west, north, south, man. Like there's a lot of Israelite camp that's coming up, man. Who's out there. So we know that it's almost that time of a great destruction. We're approaching these times. Yeah, what?
I was gonna add on, like, even those 3 jakes that got sacrificed in the Jordan strike in Jordan, right? By Hezbollah, which is backed by Iran, that could have sparked potentially World War III, but it wasn't the time, right?
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, there was many things, man. There's a documentary on Netflix where they show they're talking about chariots, and they said during the Soviet times, right? There's an instance where the nuclear reactors went off pretty much. And the guy couldn't even open the box because he needed the key.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
Right, and he said he pretty much the chariot came, did that, and then he just shut off the power and he left. And he said, it's pretty much,
That's
the
real.
angels just showed you guys, like, look, we're in control.
Yo,
And there's so many videos of the so-called UFOs that's just flying and doing their thing, man. You know?
And these are declassified things. It's not like some theory. These are documents that they had to declassify after a half a century or
Yeah.
the time. And that's Esau prophecy telling himself. I know him, tongue condemn it.
And even right now, you can go on TikTok, Instagram, and see chariots just flying and doing their thing, man.
It says, verse 3 say, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, until we have sealed the servants of our God Yahweh in their foreheads.
Yeah, so we believe that Apostle, he believed that the elect is almost sealed, and yeah, I believe that too. But we won't be out here soon, man. It could be the next couple of weeks, next couple of months, maybe a year or two, right? But it's coming.
If the prophets are not on here, just know it's problems, man.
Yeah.
Or you people are going to be bugging out. You're actually going to be searching for us. You people are comfortable with us just being out here but walking by us, man. But in that time, you're going to be looking for us, thinking that we're going to be here on Saturday at this time, man.
Well, the brother in Holland, he did a video where he said that a lot of people are taking a video, right, whichever camp, making shorts. You have to take shorts, it's just clips, right? So it's like 60, 70 production, right? But some of the information is coming out, right? And they're spreading that, and that's going to excel them in the Lord to reputation, right? Because that has to happen as well. You have to get brought before the council.
So there's no way to form a notoriety for doing this work, you know what I mean? Right, just number of them which were
No,
sealed,
you're good.
and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Yeah, so 12,000 men out of each tribe, according like with their families as well, right? Their wives, their children, right? But it's mainly gonna be the men, right? 12,000 men out of each tribe, and then the 1/3, right? So there's gonna be a lot of people, like a lot of elect who's gonna be saved. The elect, and then the 1/3 who's gonna be saved.
Right, you understand?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about when the prophets are not here anymore, then they're going to should know that's a problem, right?
Yeah.
This is Amos 3:6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people shall not be afraid? Right? Because we're the mouthpiece of the Lord. Right? That's what the prophets are. So whenever they come out here, they blow and tell the people what's about to happen, right?
That's right.
And there shall be evil, shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it? Right?
So we're approaching these times, man. Like you might have some members in your family, or like you might have, like your co-worker, your ex, who's gonna want to call you on the blue. You won't be able. It's like you won't even answer, man. Because all hell's about to break loose that time. So all the time, listen. Yeah.
Yeah, bring it up.
This is
No, hold on. He has a little bit more.
A little bit more, just a little bit. Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealed his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
And that's what the elder just said, because that's what's going to happen, and it's going to scare a lot of people. Who knows? A lot of you brothers might be making your videos, and the Most High might put you in a trance, and you say something before it happens, and then it happens next week, or it happens tomorrow. And everybody's going to be like, brother, but you just said that. That's prophecy, man. A lot of you brothers are going to prophesy a great destruction upon Toronto. It might happen the next day. So the police might come and snatch you up and say, how did you know that? Well, did you know? Did you have, they're going to do their investigation, and they're going to find out, yo, you didn't know anything. You were probably at work that day, and they're going to be like, yeah, he has nothing to do with it. But then they're going to be like, how did you know? And they're going to be like, yo, it's the spirit of the Most High.
Right.
And they're going to be bugging the hell out. I don't know. I'm just saying, man. That's how the spirit works, man.
The lion hath roared, will we not fear? The Lord power hath spoken, who can but prophesy?
Exactly. That's how it works.
How's it be, Mark?
Okay, this is Amos chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Hamashiach Yahushai.
Yeah, so we won't be out here in that time, man. It's gonna be civil war. All right, because right now there's a movie that's gonna come out. I think it's called like Civil War 2024, right? And who knows what's gonna happen, because right now you have Joe Biden and then Trump. Right, so some stuff is gonna brew up this year, man. Right? Yeah, it's gonna be the election, right? So we know that a lot of things are about to happen. Man.
Which one of my favorite movies is
The Purge?
The Purge election year?
Yeah, the Purge 1, 2, yeah, man. Like that's what's gonna happen, man. Who knows if there could be like a power outage, like an EMP attack and shit.
Yeah.
A lot of things could happen this year.
That's what Schwab said.
Yeah.
He said, never underestimate the event of a power out or something.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Well, one just happened downtown. One just
shit.
happened downtown Toronto.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that on TikTok.
Yeah.
And it happened recently.
Yeah, it just happened when? Yesterday or a couple days ago.
See that? So all that's a trial run, man. All right. So now it's a time to if you have candles and stuff, like invest in that shit, man.
Good.
And certain things, right?
Verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it.
Yeah. So a lot of them who
Hold on, brother, because that also goes into the virgins, right? The wise and the foolish, man. Because the people who are foolish, they're going to be seeking oil, and they're not going to be able to get no oil in that day. Because that also goes into the knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability. Everybody's going to want stability in that time. Because the number one thing that when you're at war, the first thing that they cut like in the movies, the brothers all did they did lessons on was that movie that just came out, the World Behind.
Leave the world behind.
Leave the World Behind, right? Because they cut communication. Of course, you cut communication because a lot of you people are gonna have plans. The brothers are gonna have plans. Yo, link up here. Make sure we link up here. But when actual shit breaks down, you don't have time for all of that, man. Yo, where are you? Hello? Hello?
We're gonna be far.
Hello?
Someone-
Come in, 10-4. Hello? Come in. Radio, car. Just like what happened in Miami, man, with the Giants, man. They said that all communication was cut, man.
It says here, in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. They that swear by the sin of Samaria, and say, thy power, O Dan, liveth, in the manner of Beersheba
And
liveth.
that's why the scripture says that man shall not live by bread alone, but every word, man. Because it's not just about bread. Yes, bread, water, milk, honey, these things are flour, salt, these things are all essential, but these things are not more essential than the word, man. The word is actually what gives it life, man. Because how do you sin? You sin by breaking these laws, statutes, and commandments. How do you die? You die by breaking the laws, statutes, and commandments. So then that means that this actually gives life. It gives more life than actual bread, man. Go ahead.
Second Ezra 16 verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. So that's gonna actually happen, right? Like, so you might be able, like you might be, like, let's say, like you live in a different, like town or whatever, right? And like you won't be able to even come to Toronto, or like, you know, if you live in like let's say like Vaughan or whatever, right? Like you won't be able to like travel because they're gonna be like because they're gonna be like all kind of checkpoints and stuff.
Hey, and read that part again, because this already started. Go again.
It says, for there shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
Yeah.
They shall be like madmen, sparing none.
And that already started with Project Megiddo. That started with the false flag attack that happened in New Jersey, where they try to blame us. It started with YouTube, because YouTube won't even allow us to say certain things. Oh, misinformation. Oh, this. Oh, that's false. Oh, that. Oh, how is it false if we're getting our information straight from certified people? A lot of us will play a certified person who's certified in your world. They have the credentials of your world. Oh no, well we don't acknowledge him. He's not a part of us. Okay, this is getting confusing. Because he's saying that whatever we're saying is true, but because he doesn't go under the guise of the people that you push to us on TV, what he's saying is madness. So the insurrection already started, man. Because you brothers better be careful what the hell you see on your videos, man. A lot of you brothers continue to speak reckless, and that's going to be to your own detriment, man. If you don't get wise as a serpent, that's to your own detriment, man. That's how you grow in this thing. You don't grow in this thing by always being a certain type of way, calling out certain things, saying certain words. There's buzzwords, man. You can't say everything, man. And you guys are not going to learn until it's too late, man. You have to understand a lot of these words have already been outlawed. So why are you saying a word that's already outlawed?
Right.
That means you're a fool.
That's right.
You have to be wise as a serpent, man. How are you wise if you're still conducting and behaving like a person that's in the 80s? If you're in the 80s, you could call people out like that. If you're in the 70s, you could call people out that. You're in 2024, man. In 2009, man.
I just want to say, the word insurrection, it goes into rebellion, which goes into, I believe, 2nd Ezra 50 and 60 and 50, and it goes into sedition. And we saw a little bit of that. During January 1st, a couple of years ago, when they rioted at the Capitol.
The Capitol building.
It was with the Proud Boys and those other groups, right? And they stormed the Capitol and they tore shit up, for lack of better words.
The Trump boys.
Yeah, the Proud Boys.
Yeah, the Proud Boys.
Yeah, and they say Trump was behind it.
Yes.
And that's why he caught a case. Right? But
And he's going to come back get lots of them. He might come back. It says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none.
Hey, hold on. Let this brother get the precept before you finish. Yeah? You got that, right?
Second Ezra, yeah. All right, fine. This is Second Ezra. You've already said it. I had it rolling. 15 and I'll start at 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword.
Yeah, and that's why in that movie, Leave the World Behind, what did he say? He told you straight up that he's not a man. He told you straight up that he's not a man, and we can tell. We're telling you people that you're not a man. That's why when we first came to this truth, one of the first things that we were told, one of the first scriptures was, remember thyself men, because we had to be built up again. And that's what a lot of you groups, whether it's IUIC, whether it's Sakari, one of the things that you guys don't want to come under is order and structure. And that's one thing that's missing from these people that are on the sign. It's not about, you guys are just copycats of Elder Tahar. No, you retard. It's about order. What does the scripture say? It says that we shall be built up again, man. The house of David. So if we're being built up again, we're being built up under what? Under order. It's order. If we lost
When you build something, there's a foundation.
there's a foundation.
There's a cornerstone. I don't want to do the cornerstone.
Yo, fuck the foundation.
And then Paul said, let all things be done
Decently and in order.
That's right. That's right, bro.
That's a word.
And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. Behold, saith Yahweh, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanos, to turn themselves one against another, and repay the things that they have done to them.
Hey, let me read this. Let me read that same scripture in the Good News, right? The Good News translation. So it says, this is 2 Ezra 15. I'll start at 14. It says, the world and the people in it are doomed. So,
Right.
it says, the war that will bring their destruction is very near.
Jeez.
Nations will arm themselves and fight against other nations. Verse 16, there will be great political turmoil.
Jeez.
That's amazing.
Hey, and the great political turmoil is what the brothers just mentioned, which is that insurrection, which is civil war. And we're in the time of civil war right now because it's going to be liberal versus conservative, which all of that is just an ideology, it's just a mindset. And that mindset is one of you're promoting Luciferianism, and one is holding dear to the Bible. Because when you say conservative, you're really saying somebody that exalts the Bible. Right? Because when you go down south in America, the red versus the blue, that was really them trying to hold certain traditions that goes back to the Bible, man.
Guess what, brother? Like when you go on Reddit and things, Reddit is a thing where that's like Daniel 12. Knowledge should be increased. People can reason and put in their input. But a lot of people, they're saying that, regions like Southwest Ontario, Niagara, they're still those people in the Bible. And they curse out the Transformers.
Exactly.
And a lot of people hate on them and shit. So there's division already.
That's right.
And I remember there was a city, Norwich, they wouldn't put up the flag in the city hall. It was getting cursed out. So there's a lot of division already.
Hey, but what just happened in that province that says that the children will have to go to their parents? So they're not with Justin Trudeau's I think it's Alberta, one of them. I can't remember which one. They're like, yo, we're not down with that, man. We're not down with that.
Right, verse 16. There will be great political turmoil with one group trying to overpower another and gain control while ignoring the legitimate government.
Wow.
Verse 17. There will no longer be free access to the cities.
Wow.
Because the struggle for power will bring destruction,
Wow.
terror, and total confusion wherever people live.
Wow.
So you won't be able to leave that Toronto and go to Hamilton or go to Niagara Falls. Everything's going to be controlled.
Yeah, because there's going to be areas where you're going to know what their leanings are, and they're going to want to know, like, what are you about? Like, what's your mindset? But for you people who are on the sign, you're not involved in that struggle because they already look at all you Jakes, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans like liberals. They look at you like you're a liberal. They look at you like you represent destruction. So you're just gonna die, man.
Wokeism.
Wokeism, exactly,
And
man.
they showed you that in the trailer of Civil War. The guy's like, I'm American. He cocked his gun. He's like, what kind of American?
Yes.
Yeah, you know? Right? It says verse 19. It says, driven by famine and terrible suffering, people will assault their neighbors
Exactly what's gonna happen.
That's the Bible.
and mercilessly plunder their possessions.
And that's what's gonna happen. Like especially if you live in like a damn complex or an apartment and shit,
Yeah.
man. Alright? Because in the Bible it says war to them that dwell house to house, man. Alright? So you know, like so you might have a crazy ass neighbor who's gonna if you leave or whatever, is gonna break into your house, man. You know?
Yeah, I just
Some
want
powerful
to bring up one quick point about the insurrection because that also goes into these generals going up against their leaders because that happened to Donald Trump in his last term. I think it was Michael Flynn. I think that was the general that was under him at that time. He hid the launch codes from him because he was scared that Donald Trump was actually going to go to war and shoot those nukes on Russia. So you have even the president's own subordinates turning against him. So that's a part of the insurrection. Generals, admirals, going against the president and prime minister, right?
They're gonna, a lot of them are just gonna leave the army. Just gonna leave their own. They might be warlords on the street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
Yeah,
they
because
got the
they're
tools, they
already
got the
here.
knowledge, right?
And especially those like those Muslims, man. Alright? Because there's a whole bunch of them here, man, in Canada, man, in Ontario. You know, and they're mad at what's going on in their country. Anyone has a script?
Mark chapter 3, verse 23. And he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan?
Hey, but you know what? Guess what? It's helping us with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding as well because they're revealing each other. They're revealing things that we didn't have insight to or we didn't have the light to. Right? They're lifting up the skirts, and then we're getting that information, and we're just like, yep, it links up with the Bible. It's true. It's verified. Just like what's his name, the guy who created the movie with Eddie Murphy, Aaron Russo. Everything Aaron Russo said was biblical, and then we're like, okay, yeah,
Oh, the
Aaron
Trading
Russo,
Places.
Aaron Russo, yeah, Trading Places. Aaron Russo's telling the truth. When Nick Rockefeller told him all that information about chipping everybody and being able to turn off that chip and not being able to buy or sell.
And you know what they did? They said that there's nobody named Nick Rockefeller now. Right? So when you look up that guy, they'll say there's nobody named Nick Rockefeller.
Okay, cool. All right, man.
It's already
Because they couldn't say shit. They're like, yo, this guy's spilling the beans. Another guy was John Todd. John Todd was a high.
It's on the record.
He was a high level.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he was a high level Satanist.
Thank you.
He worked for Sony. He worked for Sony in the 70s and 80s. Right? And he said he told you how a master is right? A master's out. They do it on the full moon. You know, and he exposed a lot of that.
Oh, Stanley Cooper.
William Cooper.
Oh, really?
He, I guess he was against certain things, and he got killed, right? Because he was spilling the like he was spilling the beans, right?
He was against that.
Yeah, but Salaki, just for the camera, it wasn't that general. It was Mark Milley, General Mark Milley. For anybody that was looking it up, just in case. Just yeah, Salaki.
You have Joel?
I have Joel holding it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you guys are good.
And if a kingdom be divided against itself,
Hey, you had Arthur Koestler,
Arthur Koestler.
Yeah, he
Right.
knows himself.
Yeah, I have that
Small
one.
hand.
who allegedly jumped out of a window and killed himself.
So Esau was exposing himself. So that's prophecy. Satan cast out Satan. How can his kingdom stand, right?
and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if
so
Satan,
this house is all corrupted, man. Alright? So they're pushing a lot of false information, alright? And it basically, like the whole foundation, what they have is going to be like, destroyed, right?
if I may add, you look at what's going on right now. You know, there's 50 states in the union, and they're split down the middle, 25 on one side, 25 on the other, over this Texas border, right?
So that's why they, yeah, and they will, yeah. Lord's will.
No, man.
Yeah, because it's going to be Passover in the next couple of months, right? So it's serious, man. Yeah.
No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house.
Yeah, Babylon was a strong man, right? That was an impregnable city pretty much, right? It was a virgin, you know? Now they have the situation with Biden. All these years, you have a lot of different people coming in. You don't really know what they're about. They're pretty much like the people that work for Bain. Remember when they showed the guy? One guy was cleaning someone's shoes.
Yeah.
One guy had the mop. He was
That's
a
right.
janitor.
That's right.
He had the gun in the bag in the fucking in the thing in the
That's
water.
right.
Right? There's all kinds of
Infiltrators.
work regular jobs.
Yep, that's
Until they get that call. They start.
They're
They're
already
patient,
here.
man.
Yeah,
They're
you
very
guys are
patient.
good.
They're already
On the
here.
left hand side.
Yeah, on the left hand side, that's right, man.
You're like Jason Bourne, pretty much.
They're just waiting for that call.
That's right.
That's right.
We're the 12 tribes, right? Basically, like, we're the people of Israel, right? And like, we're the real Israelites.
Original people, yes.
You know, because basically, like 1948 is when the state of Israel was established, and the so-called Jewish people went to the Holy Land, alright? But the people in the land, right, aren't the real people. They're known as the Khazars, alright, or the Ottoman Empire. They're called themselves Khazars, right? And like they aren't the real authentic Jews, right? Because calling yourself a Jew or Jewish is like derogatory term. It's not a real term, Jewish. The real Jews are these people, Judah, right? Basically, the so-called Negroes in the land of America, right? And then going all the way down, right? Benjamin, Gad, the tribe of Gad, with the North Atlantic, the tribe of Gad is the so-called Native Americans, Indians.
Yes.
Alright? Alright? Because we are indigenous of this land, right? Canada and America, right? The so-called blacks and Negroes or Native Americans being prior to us being in slavery, a lot of us were already living in America, the islands, right? Places like Jamaica, Mexico, you know, South America, right? We are the indigenous people, right? And then someone get Deuteronomy 28. Alright, it said that it said that we're going to be a byword.
Deuteronomy.
Well, Christian in the true sense, not Christian in the religious sense.
I hear
But we're the
you.
true
Yes.
Christian, right? I
Yes.
think Acts it said that.
People like to be religious but not listen to the words of Christ.
Well, we're not religious at all. We,
Yeah.
we are the people that lost our nationality because of what we went through,
I hear you.
right?
Yeah.
Under the hands of the people who are ruling now, right? This is an empire,
Yes.
and we were stripped of our identity. We're just simply finding out our identity now, right? We're not black people. There's no such people as black. There's no place known as black land, so we don't go back to a land known as black, right? So we just have to find where we came from and what we had to do and why we're in the state that we're in now. And it has nothing to do with saying, oh, the white man this, this has to do with us. We're in the condition because we sinned against our God. So our condition has nothing to do with anybody else. So we're telling our people that they have to go back to God. They have to serve Him in a particular type of way. So that's why this has nothing to do with religion. But get Deuteronomy.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither Yahweh shall lead thee.
Yeah, so the Israelites were scattered through the whole entire four continents. All right, because you have because when you go to India and China, like there's black people over there in China, India.
Yes.
All right, who get persecuted, especially India, man. They call themselves the cities. All right, like some of us, our people are in Saudi Arabia. Right? You know about the Arab slave trade, and that where the Arabs enslaved our people and still enslaving our people. Right? So are you like what are you English or something? Like what's your background?
Zimbabwe.
You're from Zimbabwe?
Zimbabwe.
Oh, okay.
And my parents are from Zimbabwe.
Okay.
And my grandparents are from that part of the world.
You're from that region?
Yes.
South,
yeah.
south
Probably
of Africa?
south, my
Okay.
Yeah. But my grandmother went out in 1689. Okay. It's quite cute, they were persecuted back to the cross.
Yes.
So I believe it's close to my heart.
But if they were persecuted during that time and they have to leave France, it depends who they go back to, because our people ruled France prior to the what do you call it?
Napoleon?
No, the Renaissance.
The Renaissance, yeah.
So Caucasians took over during the Renaissance. Prior to the Renaissance, it was only dark-skinned people that were ruling Europe, especially France. Especially France.
England?
Well,
Scotland.
Africa is the cradle of civilization.
No. We're not going to go into Africa. That's something completely different, because
Yes.
we're not Hamitic.
Yeah, no,
We're not Hamitic at all.
Yes.
So yes, we are dark skinned, but we're not Hamitic.
I hear you.
Africans are completely sepered than us.
I hear you.
They've actually persecuted us more than Caucasians have. We're two different people.
I heard this when Ali used to talk about it. The
Exactly.
sons of slaves. He said,
That's
why-
exactly what we
why
were.
you say this to me? Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you. Yeah.
Because we're the real people, man.
But,
like
but,
we're out here wearing
but
our
we don't
garments.
judge people based on their skin tone, because you could go back to our people as well, just like the people in southern Italy, right? When you go into southern Italy, a lot of those people descend from us. So it's not about a skin tone. It's never going to be about a skin tone. It's about your nationality. Who's your forefather? Your father's father's father, right?
I hear you. Sorry to interrupt.
No,
it's
not at
okay,
all.
man.
No, it's a pleasure.
Thanks so much.
We're just interacting, right? So if anybody comes up here, like we just
You were very accommodating for my curiosity, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, have a great
Thanks
night.
for engaging.
Anytime.
I got one for the camera. This is Luke chapter 21, verse 20, and it says, And when ye shall see Jerusalem
I'm gonna
compassed
start
with
that
armies,
channel.
then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains.
yeah. So that's a prophet. So that's a prophecy that when the Lord was on the scene, right? All right, he was talking about basically like what happened was basically 70 AD. When people were persecuted, it's like in Jerusalem, right? Under the Roman Empire, right? Under the Roman centurions, right? And basically, a lot of our people were starved out. Right? It's called I think it's called like Masada or whatever. Or our people were starved out, alright? And like they had to eat their shoes and stuff, alright? You know, and so basically, like some of our people ate like their children and stuff because of the famine. And then like some of us actually went to like Carthage, throughout like North Africa, right? Libya and like throughout that region. Yeah, our people fled, and basically it's gonna happen again, right? Because there's gonna be a food shortage very soon, all right? And even right now, like there's like it's very expensive for food, man. So you know, so it shows you that we're at that time very soon, right?
Hey, that happened in when Russia was facing Germany, right? During that World War, Hey, Russia, those Russian people, they were fighting against the Nazis. That's why they have such a disdain for the Nazis today. But those people were starving, man. A lot of those women ate their own children, man. Right? So a lot of them Russians, man, they have a lot of hate against America too, man. Don't get it twisted.
Serious, man. Never even heard about that.
Yeah, they also call that the Holodomor family. Going back into Russia, which spread into Ukraine as well.
Yeah, and it's spreading to Ukraine as well.
Yeah,
That's right.
he was trying to create a more centralized government, and he wanted to get rid of the farming class because they were hungry now.
Wow.
So he got rid of those farmers, and then he collected all those grain reserves, and he starved out those people who were in power.
Dang.
He was very ruthless, Joseph Stalin.
Stalin. Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
an
you don't mind
Amalekite. You know, Stalin and Lenin, those guys were Amalekites. The whole Bolshevik revolution was the top guys were Amalekites. Right? We go to the Bolshevism, which they wanted to overthrow the Tsar system, which they did. You know,
The Tartarian. Yep.
Finish it up? Okay, so this is back in Luke chapter 21, verse 21. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto.
Yeah, so that happened to us already, right? In 70 AD. And it's going to come right here in America and anywhere our people are scattered, man.
Hey, you know why it's going to happen to us? Because we embrace urbanism. Because we are farmers. Like you even go to Jamaica right now, those people were majority of them farmers. And then they embrace urbanism and they embrace the city. And they said, yo, fuck the country, yo, farmer, man, we're not doing no farming. Okay, yeah, we know you're Satan. We know you're Satan. We know you're Satan. That doesn't work against us. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Shalak Rayam. That doesn't work against us.
Yeah, because even Jamaica, like they have the 15-minute cities, I think in Kingston, and then like even at Montego Bay, right? So, you know, so they're like basically his whole enterprise is almost accomplished.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I was going to say. So with the 15-minute cities and with urbanism, what you accept is someone delivering your food, someone giving you this, someone your water. You're dependent. You become a dependent, man. You no longer have any freedoms, man. Right? That's why they tell you you're not allowed to store water. You know, like, you know when gas was cheap? You can't be a citizen that has a barrel of gasoline in your backyard. Right? They're going to be like, oh, improper storage and da-da-da-da-da. You have to depend on them for every freaking thing, man.
Want of all things. We said that we're going to be in want of all things, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Under our enemies. And you're on.
they showed you that in the movie, The Island. The guy took a piss, his like sodium levels are excessive.
Oh, yes.
They're like, you can't have bacon today.
It's happening right now. Like a lot of people who have families and stuff, it's very expensive.
So they're pretty much destroying the middle class. So they just want the poor. You know? And a lot of those rich people that are not initiated, they're just going to fall in.
Reset?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so it says here.
You got Joel still? Or?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll pull that up in a second. Okay, this is Joel chapter 3. Joel chapter 3, verse 1. And it says, for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations.
Yeah, so the real Jews, right? Because like the guy who came up, right? He's asking, like what's this sign about, right? It's about these people, man, alright? Because and especially Judah, right? Because the head tribe of Israel is Judah, right? And
He's the most despised.
our people are the worst. Our people are despised.
American Negroes the laughing stock of the world.
Oh, 100%.
Right? That was done for leadership, right? So this humility, right? That was humility. So now you can see the honor, right? Before honor comes humility.
Because like even our people are the great inventors and stuff, but our people don't get the credit.
We got other tribes here. We got Levi, Issachar, Benjamin talk shit about the American Negro.
Oh, we
right?
hate them.
They call them
Yeah, we
Yankees.
hate them. We don't talk shit about it. We hate them.
That's the curse.
Yeah, we hate them. Big
Right?
time.
You got Hamites talking shit. Oh, I'm Ethiopian.
Somalians fucking talking shit about our people. So
And then it's crazy because Benjamin, we talk shit about them, but still want to be like them.
Yep.
We imitate them,
Right.
but then talk shit about them behind their backs. Yeah.
they talk about, oh, you Yankee boy.
Yeah,
I
can't.
remember going to New York. That's all I hear them talk. Oh,
Yeah.
Yankee.
Yeah.
Yankee them.
Or we used to say, oh, they're show off, but then we get the show off thing from them as well.
everything.
We've copied everything that they do.
Everything.
And we rob them, we kill them for their own things, which is covetous, man. So Benjamin's are covetous.
Okay, this is Joel chapter 3, verse 2.
Nobody can shine.
I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of the spies, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Yasharallah.
Yeah, so the Lord, He's going to plead, right? So the angels, right? The Heavenly Father, the Son, and the angels, man, He's stirring up this thing, man. Right, over there in the Fertile Crescent, man. Iran, like Saudi Arabia, Israel, Lebanon, right? It's gonna be a hotbed of war, right? Over there, Egypt.
It says, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Yasharallah, whom they have scattered among the nations.
Yeah, so we're scattered, man. So like that. That's why like you kind of caught me off guard. But basically, this is going for like the tribes, man. All right, because our people were put into slavery under the so-called under the Arabs. They call the Arab slave trade, man. All right, like and they I was watching like I remember like I think like 2009 when I think that Ibar that he gave us like a DVD. where-
Oh, yeah.
Like and it was going to the Arab slave trade.
Yeah,
Right?
really good documentary.
Very good documentary, man. And our people are still in captivity under the damn Arab, man. Ishmael.
That's right.
Some of them are getting whipped. Yeah, it's a whole slave trade and sex, whole sex trade.
Yeah, they had castrations going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wicked, man.
And the thing with the castration, they'll cut Jake's rod off and then have him being lord over the women, the
The
herods.
herons.
So the eunuchs.
Yeah, that's wickedness, man.
It's wicked.
It says, and parted my land, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine.
Yeah, so the whole slave trade, the slave trade, alright? Because you had the whole, the slave trade of because they had the slave trade, called the Arab slave trade, and then you had the Atlantic slave trade, right? Throughout America, and the Caribbean, South America, alright? And there was a big profit, very good profit, because, keep going?
Okay?
Yeah.
That they might drink.
Yeah, it's a big slave trade, and then a lot of the European kings were the so-called Negroes, right? Who were kings in Europe, all right, and our people were like funding that whole shit, man. All right, so a lot of our people are our own people fucking like our own people
Sold us out.
yeah, basically, yeah. Our own people sold us out.
Well,
Basically.
they had a thing called the rubber boom for genocide, right? Which was in Amazon, Colombia,
Yeah,
Brazil.
Brazil is very rich.
That whole Amazonia, man. And guess who they got to be as overlords? Niggas from Barbados. Right? And they called those guys muchachos. You know what I'm saying?
Barbados.
And they were oppressing the Asherites down there.
But that's what happened in the West Indies.
I think too when you go to like
That's so lucky, but that's how the Henry Ford and those guys, they got the rubber for the tires, for the cars, right? And they were making a lot of money because they got the rubber from the trees, which is it flowed freely, right? But at what cost, man? If you didn't have your quota, they would chop your arm off. It was like Columbus time. They were very ruthless.
It says, verse 3. No, verse 4, Salakia, Joel chapter 3, verse 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the
Yeah,
coasts?
so the so-called Hamites, right? And then some of our people were joined with the so-called Hamites. They call themselves like the Moors. A lot of our people like had the ships and had our people in captivity, man, from Ghana, from Sierra Leone, and you know, like throughout that whole fertile Pacific. Yeah. Okay, I think that was I think that was like 1970, right? Yeah, our people. Yeah, it's very. Our people made a lot of profit from the
Yeah,
whole
because remember,
slave.
during Europe, there was I won't call it a slave class, but a lower class of Israelites. You were low class, right? You had the royalty, then you had I would say middle class, you know, because you had the royals, then you had the counts, you had the barons, right? Because it was a system, and then you had niggas that were on the bottom. You guys didn't have nothing, man. So you would have indentured servitude as well for your own people, man. You were a worker, a farmer, yeah, correct.
Just because you're a farmer doesn't mean you own the land.
Exactly. Yeah,
You
con.
might have been renting the land.
Con.
Because they showed you that in that show, Last Kingdom.
Tenants.
One of my favorite shows.
Mine
right?
too.
And they called the guy who had land. They called him an elderman. Right? They said, "Yo, you're not an elderman. You don't have any land." Right? So in that time to have a plot of land, you would stuff.
Yeah, that's even like when you go to like Jamaica too. Like Jamaica is a very a classist society, right? But a lot of our people were down there were that were so-called black aristocrats, right? And basically, you know, they spoiled like their own, right? Yeah, just keep going.
And then black aristocrats were slave owners in America as well.
Yes.
Right? They were slave owners in America as well. Because a lot of them they fled Europe and they went into America with their riches. And they were rich in America, man.
Yeah.
And they owned slaves.
Hey, a lot of Jakes, like you're saying, lower class.
Oh, she's thick.
A lot of Jakes couldn't read
Yeah.
because he had to be taught. You know, and that's the whole thing with
King James.
King James.
Yep.
He got the translations from the Latin Greek.
That's why so much people were mad at him
That's
as
right.
well.
Because they said, look, we got the Latin Vulgate. Right? They had a thing called the Latin, and that's where you get the word vulgar from, which is a common word. They couldn't get that.
Yep.
They couldn't read it.
Yep.
So they had to depend on the priest or whoever they called it. Right? But King James is like, oh, this is for
Exactly. And that's why they created so much rumors about him as well, man. Hey, and he was fucking up their money because then the poor would have to pay as well to go and get educated if they wanted that education, man.
Keep going.
Okay, so this is back in Joel chapter 3, verse 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon you.
Yeah, so these so-called Arabs too, man. Right? Like Palestine. The people in the land of Palestine. The real Palestinians, right? They're the Philistines, right? But basically now the people in the land of in the land right now of Palestine, right? Are you so-called Ishmaelites?
implants.
Yeah.
You guys are implants. Hey, you got a lot of people that are implants. You got some Jakes there. You got obviously some legs. Right.
And if you render
It says here, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from the border.
that's what they did, man. Right? Like we're scattered to the four corners of the earth, right? And who's the Grecians, right? So Greeks and the Romans, who's back in their step. And you keep going.
Alright, behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians,
And for you guys that are always complaining about slavery, man, stop complaining about slavery. Slavery is a condition of rulership, man.
That's right.
You lost rulership, you go into slavery.
it.
That's why your wife is a hoe. Your woman is a hoe because she is booty. Do you know who gets the booty? The man who wins the war.
That's right.
That's who gets all the booty. So for you guys who can't get no booty, you gotta win a war. You gotta take rulership. You're gonna have so much booty, you won't know what to do with it, man.
And I have
Right?
so much.
Men in rulership get women. These women are all for men in rulership, man. Women respect power, man. That's what women respect. Because when you get power, then they won't have a choice. What choice would they have?
Left hand.
Or right hand.
It says, to a people far off, for Yahweh has spoken it. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, and prepare war. Wake up the mighty men.
If someone wants to speak. Yeah, come in.
Okay, so it says here, this is back in Joel chapter 3, verse 7. Behold, I'll raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head.
That's right, man. Right now, we're in the places where they sold us, man. We're scattered across the four corners of the earth. Okay? The land of the north, America, Canada. Okay? In South America, Central America. That's where we are, man. Okay?
Oh, Hawaii, yeah.
And then we also have our people even in Europe, man. Okay? Asia. All the continents on the earth. You know? The major deliverance is going to happen in America, but we're still going to be delivered for the elect scattered across the earth, man. That's a beautiful thing. You know? Alright?
Okay? It says, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the king of Judah. They shall sell them to the Sabians.
So what happened to us is going to transpire unto you, man. And that's righteous. Okay? It's called balance, man. You know? And the Lord said, reward unto her double. That's a spiritual double. Okay? So that affliction, that pain is going to be justified. It's going to come gruesome too. Okay? We can get into the history of how you done us dirty, man. Okay? You know? Having slaving away in the hot sun, man. Okay? Picking up sugar cane. It's cutting our hands, man. Right? Cotton, the same thing with cotton too. You know, blood diamonds, right? Rubbers, okay? That was a cotton, right? They're no PPE, right? You know, you saw that yeah. They're no fucking women's cotton. Women's cotton. Yeah. Right. You know what I mean? Right? Even in the fucking Congo, man. The jigs that are picking up the lithium and all that. These are our children, man. Child laborers, man. But that just goes to show that the slavery had to happen to all the tribes, man. Proud jigs in Africa, you know, that look down on Jake in America. You know, there's division amongst the tribes and all that. Right, but the slavery still had to happen over there too, man. You're still experiencing a form of slavery, man, to this day.
And that's like that was the heat of the sun, so to speak. That was the heat of the day.
Yeah.
You know, but then they forwarded the affliction.
Right.
You know, they forwarded to the point where they created the prison industrial complex, which was introduced with a thing called convict lease program, right? Which was after so-called emancipation, which was the transfer of property from one owner to another, right? What they did was, oh, you got Jake standing around, that's loitering, where you guys get locked up. And when you get locked up, what do? They go to jail and then they start working for free.
And this is what's happening right
It's
now.
called the convict lease program. Look it
Yeah,
up.
convict lease program. Yep.
And then even with the whole music industry, right? Like so the small hats is making a lot of money off the music and the prison.
Right. They're intertwined. They
It's the
need
same
each
people.
other.
It's
Yeah.
the same people.
All those great Jake musicians in Chicago, New York, from the 40s on up towards, right? They got snaked, man. They didn't make money, but they were great. They were huge.
Motown and all that.
A lot of great jazz musicians.
Hey, Elder, it's so funny because I just watched something on that, on how fake hip hop is, and they all got exposed, man. Right? A lot of them are only making maybe $15,000 a month. Everything that they're flossing is fake. majority of them rent jewelry, they rent houses, they rent cars, and the majority of them got exposed that they don't really live like that. It's all a facade. It's all a facade.
Even the whole actors too. A lot of the Hollywood actors, they have good movies, but they're not getting paid.
Yeah, that girl exposed herself. The girl,
Taraji P.
Taraji, she exposed herself.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of. In the Hustle and Flow movie. Yeah, they paid him, I don't know, like
$5,000.
Hey, but you know what? Hey, you know what? You know what the thing was? They said they couldn't use his name, Terrence Howard.
Yes.
They said they had to use the name in the movie.
Yeah.
But that name belonged to the studio.
Yeah.
Wow. It's hard out here.
Like, that's a big tragedy.
They didn't get any more.
Friday, all of everyone got $5 grand.
$5,000. You see how wicked those small hats are?
Hey, and the wickedness doesn't come out of their mouth. When you speak to a small hat, he's gonna tell you great yes. The wickedness comes when he drops the stack of papers. Boom. Yeah, just sign here. That's where the wickedness is. The wickedness doesn't come out of his mouth. So that's why you might think he's a good guy. The wickedness is in that stack of papers, man. That's where the trap is.
Yeah, that's another term we use.
It's a serpent.
But it's funny, you know, Terrence Howard, he came out and exposed that, but in the movie, he was playing a pimp. And he was pimping, he was a scumbag, but then it came out, he got pimped.
Yeah.
You know, he should feel stupid about that.
Yeah. The irony.
Oh shit.
He's a hypocrite.
Hey, that was probably an inside joke they did all along.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Like, hey man, Levy,
Yes.
look at this.
Yeah.
Got a scripture? This is Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. Because the brother was going into the contracts and the treaties, right? And that right grievousness which they have prescribed to turn aside the needy from judgment and take away from the right from the poor of my people.
Hey, that's what. Hey, I can speak for myself. That's what messed me up at 18 years old when they gave me my first credit card, and I didn't know. And all I was doing was swiping. I was swiping, and then you turn 20, then you find out, oh, you need credit to do this, you need credit to do that, and then they're like, how good's your credit? Then you check, and your credit's fucked up.
Mr. George.
That widows may be their prey.
And Shalakia, you know, that's a real thing, man. They don't teach you
In school.
money, financial
Yeah,
literacy,
finance.
man.
Yeah, they don't.
You know, and not even your parents are teaching you these things,
They don't
man.
know.
They don't go into inflation, hyperinflation.
Yeah,
they
but
don't go into
those.
the Federal Reserve System.
Yeah, but a lot of the people who go to these, like a lot of the people who go to these private schools are teaching them a lot about finance, you know, like from an early age.
Yeah, I'll tell you this, man. In the high schools and even in the colleges, they'll teach you accounting. They teach you how to balance a checkbook, to do that. But I remember I took that course, and I was like, maybe there was only like two black guys, or two black people, I mean, in that class. It was just me and that other guy. So like Jake is not going into those classes.
No.
Because they're not telling Jake.
Yeah, God.
Right? Jake is going into gym class, you know, they want to take a spare, they don't want to do any work.
Gym class.
Jake's in PE. Phys ed.
Go ahead, huh?
That was it.
Okay, so yeah, sure. Joel still. Okay. So this is back in Joel chapter 3, verse 7. Behold, I'll raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off. For Yahweh has spoken it. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near.
World War III, man. And we're going to keep preaching about that, man. Okay, because that's one of the major prophecies to usher in our kingdom, man. To usher in Yahushai's return. Okay, because you're actually going to fight, you're trying to fight Yahushai during World War III, man. Okay, with the technology that he gave you, man. He gave you that incremental technology of flight. Okay, but you're so proud that you think that you're actually going to take him on with that, right?
This is here. Verse 10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong.
Yeah, these smaller nations, man. Okay, even China. China was considered like a farmland, man. They were just farming, man, and they just had a boom with technology, right? And they have like a 1 billion man standing army. Okay, they have the missiles, they have the ICBM technology. Okay, North Korea, they're a small nation. They're boasting that they have nuclear missiles. Okay.
Hey, China used to just be drug addicts.
God,
All drug
They
addicts.
got pimped by England.
Yeah, they got super pimped, yo.
Couldn't do shit. They had to sign a treaty to let England sell opium to their citizens.
Yeah. Damn.
It says beat your
Now they're
plowshare.
making money off the fentanyl.
They got
They're making
yeah, because
they're killing everyone.
even in Jamaica though, they're messing up the Benjamin in Jamaica, Moab, man. With the Mali and you know, that's a big thing, man.
And then even right now, there's a whole bunch of cannabis all over, from Jamaica, America, Canada.
Right.
And like some of this stuff is laced with the fentanyl. So if you're smoking weed, like, you shouldn't even be smoking weed.
That's right.
If you're watching this video.
That's right.
Right. But because that one token have you end up in Cam H, man, bugging out for the rest of your life. You know?
Yes, and just want to comment because it says beat your plowshares into swords, because a lot of countries like China, yes, they were into farmland because they had terrible rulers like Mao Zedong who made terrible economic reforms. But through the process of time, they got better, and you people were still looking down on them, saying that they make cheap things, but they were still selling you all those things,
Yeah, that's
and now they
right.
built up their military, and now they have the bomb.
That's right.
So you people look stupid. America looks stupid because your economy is circling down the drain,
That's
and your
right.
economy is getting stronger.
Right.
And that's why you have guys like Klaus Schwab in the World Economic Forum saying, "Oh yeah, China is the example of how we should bring forth a cashless society." You're no longer the example, America.
Exactly.
You're no longer the example.
That's right. That's
You're a
right.
joke.
Because even all these top brands and all these things, everything's getting manufactured in China, man. Okay, when it comes to
India.
clothing, okay, Nike, all of these guys, you know?
Yeah, they come from India.
Yeah, the iPhone. They said the iPhone, $10. Fucking iPhone, $10 to make, man. And they're coming back and selling it to you for $2,000. So, you know? Maximum profit, man.
And then when you point them out, oh, look, these are unethical practices, corporation, we're gonna find them. It's all this dumb shit.
Yeah.
This is back in Joel. It says, "Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about, thither cause thy mighty ones to come down from the power. Let the heathen be awakened. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of the Ahushabbat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle."
Right. That's going into the, you know, right? The value of judgment, the house spot. Okay? So all the nations are going to be judged over there, right? Okay? A big group go out, the lasers from the chariots. Okay?
The mighty ones, Brother Green is an angel.
God.
Mighty group.
God. You know? So it's just going to be a big, because that place needs to be reset anyway, right?
And the whole world.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And the whole world.
You know? That's right, man.
We need to reboot like that old show.
Yeah, I remember that. On YTV.
And they were blue.
Yeah, they're blue. You know, Jay. Yeah, you hit the dreads. Yeah. I remember that shit, man. Go.
And it says, verse 13, "Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get ye down, for the press is full of fat to flow, for their wickedness is great."
That's going into a sacrifice, man. That's going to be a great sacrifice over here, man. That the Lord is sanctioning, man. Because the Lord actually deals with blood sacrifice, man. On the right-hand side, man. And this build-up, this World War III is going to be his blood sacrifice. Okay? And it's gonna be let the people know, man, not to live like this again. All right, but we're still gonna have to beat it out of you anyway, man, because the scripture says they repented not of their sins, man. People are so proud that even all the hell that's coming, the death, you know, the Most try purging you people out, but you're still gonna be proud in that day, man. You know, so we have to set it up right, man. We really have to turn the people to power, man. You know, like Thanos. You know, if we touching the people, you know, they're disintegrating and shit. You know, we have to show you what real power is, man. Because you've never seen it. You've never seen real power yet, right?
Yeah, and the Lord, He's gonna give some of the like spiritual power, man.
Yeah.
Because I was watching a
ahead.
movie with my nephew. It's called like Raising Dion. It's
Yeah.
a very good movie. I already watched it a couple years back. But I believe that there's a season 2 that's gonna come out. Yeah. And it's good, man.
Right.
Because it shows you that Jake has that like spiritual gift. Right? And it's actually gonna happen in our lifetime.
That's right.
Like certain brothers gonna have certain gifts, you know? Certain spiritual power, right?
I have a precept for you because you mentioned they're not going to repent, right?
Yeah.
So this is Revelation chapter 9, verse 20. And the rest of them, which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands.
That's really going into the elites too, man. Because they're the ones that are going to be able to survive the nuclear fallout. Okay, the World War III, because they're going to be hiding in their bunkers, right? So we're going to have to go and search them out, man. Dig, you know, though they dig into hell, right? Their bunkers. They're going to be having like, you know, in heaven, in space, right? What do they call it? Space Elon Musk, right? So we're going to have to search all high and low for these fuckers, right? The Most High is going to give us X-ray vision, man, like Superman. Okay? We're going to be able to sense you out, man. And the thing is, right, even on a low level, man, say you're in a room, right? And you don't see somebody, but you can sense when another being or person is in your vicinity. You might not even see them, but yo, something's not right, or you can feel it, man. So what more when the Lord puts the Spirit on you, man, and you really know, like, yo, you know, like dogs, they have heightened senses, man. Well, the Lord's gonna heighten our senses, man. Our spiritual power, man. We're gonna get, we're gonna be gods on the earth, man. You know? Go ahead.
And it says here, plagues yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone.
Because they're still going to be trying to pray to these deities, like they're going to save them, like Baphomet is going to save them, you know? When Yahushua returns. Baphomet works for Yahushua, man, on the left-hand side, okay? Baphomet answers to Yahweh, man, okay? So all your gods, they're going to turn on you, man. They're turning on you right now. That's why you're scrambling. You don't know what to do. They're appearing here and there, you know? Giving you a little insight, do this, all right, do that, but they're not as strong as they used to be, man. Your witchcraft is failing right now, man. Okay? Like remember what happened in Miami, man. You elites are scared because you don't want that information to come out. Why is there no videos of the apparition? Right? You guys cleared all that, man. Go ahead.
And it says, and of wood, which neither can see, nor hear, nor walk, neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts. That's it.
That's right, man. And that's what you have, man. A whole bunch of sorcery and witchcraft right now, man. A lot of our people are really in a bugged out state of mind. They're in a trance. They're actually in awe of these songs right now. They think this is it. You know? They just want to go along and get up on it. They don't want to be rulers. They don't want to, they don't want to be better. They want to be better than others, man. You're so focused on being equal in this world, man.
Hey, but even when we came over here, you had a time of slave rebellions and shit like that. Right? It takes a while to get the rebellious nature out of a human being.
Right.
And that's okay. We're going to enjoy it, Esau. Take time. I don't give a damn how long it takes to get that rebellious nature out of your ass. Because you've been in rulership for so long. Do you see the way they walk by? Don't worry. Take time with that, man. Remember, it says that they're the proud.
Right.
Remember, you're beating the proud out of a devil. You know how hard that is?
God damn you.
Oh, man, you guys are trying to rush the process, man. Take time.
God, 1,000 years, right? 1,000 years, right?
Take time. A lot of Jakes, we were proud too. We're looking at these dirty ass devils. Every time they'll do this, we're trying to run away. You run away, they'll catch you. Have dogs catch you.
Yeah.
And as soon as they catch you, you try to run away again. That's going to be Esau, man.
That's right.
It's gonna be those old, what do they say, old dog days of summer.
Yeah, those old dogs.
Long days, man.
The Lord seasons, God, man. The
Oh,
Lord's
shit.
gonna extend the hours of the day, man.
that's right.
You see how time's flying right now? But in our kingdom, He's gonna slow it down, man, son. Yeah.
You know, you got 1.0 speed. It's
Right.
gonna go before, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because right now it was 1.0. Now the Lord fast forward.
Yeah, exactly. He's those double fast forward right now. You know? But yeah, he's gonna you're gonna slow this shit down, man.
Hey, that's how I listen to, like on WhatsApp, they have that option. So when people send me long ass voice notes, I press fast forward so I can listen to it fast because I'm like, I can't listen to this damn shit so long.
Yeah.
It's a 10-minute voice note, yo. I can speed this shit up, bro.
Yeah. Or when you're reading an audio book or something, you know? So it's
The book of Jeremiah, 51 verse 20, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms.
Hey, just like the dogs. Esau had the dogs, bloodhounds.
Yes.
He had bloodhounds. Right? We are going to be spiritual bloodhounds, and those bloodhounds were fun to Esau. Because you'd have a nigga, Esau will wait for you. You'll see it in those games,
Yes.
those hunting games that they play with you, and they laugh. They'll be like, yeah, give him a head start. Let him go ahead. And then they'll release the hounds.
Oh man.
You have a saying, release the hounds. And then book, the hounds go, and the hounds know where to fucking find you, man. Yeah. That's gonna be us. We're gonna make Esau escape. I'll do what you have to do. Wait a day or so, wait a week.
Guess what? A lot of these elites, that's how they get down, right? They'll have an estate, and then it might be 2, it might be 5 acres, it might be 10 acres. And then they'll have a forest as a background. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll have kids, they'll say, okay, go,
because they want the fear.
Yeah,
and
that's
the
a drill.
they want that special thing, man. That's big.
Hunger Games.
Yep.
That's it.
Hunger Games.
Oh, yeah. Because they have children, no?
Yes.
They had children, so let's know, man.
Yeah. For thou art my battle axe and weapons of war, and with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. Now, with
Yeah, man, NATO, right? We're gonna break down NATO, you know? BRICS are not, you're not rising up either, BRICS. You know? I don't care how much of a superpower you are, man. Yahushua is a superpower, the ultimate superpower. Yahushua is the ultimate superpower on the earth, man.
That's right.
Okay?
And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider.
Right, man, your tanks, okay? Your helicopters, your Apache helicopters, your F-16
Fighter jets,
you know?
submarines,
Yeah,
you know, any kind of other shit that you got
yeah.
in prototype.
That's
you know,
right, yeah.
prototype and shit.
Yeah.
Bring it out.
Yeah. Come on, man. All that your robo dogs.
Right, yeah, your,
Right?
yeah, your cyborgs and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
No, Iron Man, he's done.
How the
man.
fuck you gonna fight steel, man? It's not fight
Right.
steel. You gotta wait for the rules.
That's right.
How are you gonna fight steel?
That's right.
It's like in the Matrix, you know?
Yeah, that's right, man.
You hit the thing and it hurts you in your fist.
God.
That's right.
With thee will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young.
Man and woman. So, woman, you're not exempt from judgment. No. The Lord don't care who you are, man. Children, old, young. Okay? Go ahead.
And with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. I will also break
Double
in
back. Double back. You say young man, so young man and young woman, man. So the Lord not playing games over here, man. We're trying to work with you, right? No, but when the real hell comes, like I said before, we're not crying for you. We're not mourning. You know, we're calling out now, but whoever want to hear, hear. You know, like Yahushua said, who had ears to hear, let him hear, man. So that's what it is, right?
He that is foolish, let him remain foolish.
Yeah, that's right.
He that is wise, right?
That's right.
I will also break in pieces the shepherd and his flock, and with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman
Hey,
and
that's
his
a lot
yoke.
of you churches, but a lot of you Israelites out there too.
Yeah.
A lot of your shepherds, they're gonna be broken, and the flock are gonna scatter. You know?
Yeah, because look at TV Jake. He's being exposed. And all these pastors, right? Being exposed. all of them. Also break in pieces the shepherd and his flock, and with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and the yoke of his oxen. With thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers. And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of the Chaldea all their of evil that they have done in Zion, in your sight.
And those proud generals and he's got the stripes on, you know, all the shit on.
That's right.
All those old top guys. You got that America or nothing attitude. It's over America over everything. You know what I mean? That's going to be a long process to get in, but it's going to be very satisfying.
Yes, just like the high-ranking official that came out of NATO, what's his name, Rob Boyer. He's an admiral. He was talking about how everybody should get ready for a war with Russia in the next 20 years. Guys like that, they're gonna howl, man. Because that guy's a warrior. That guy's seen some shit. If you look at his face and look at the accolades he had, that guy knows some stuff, man. Guys like that are gonna be howling, crying.
Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord.
So, Laki, the time to come, back to what you're saying, it's not going to be normal, man. Okay? Like I said before, in slavery, there was a rest time, there was downtime, right? You know, the times to come, you don't know what your next move is going to be. Especially you people that don't have the Lord with you, right? That's why you're going to be wailing, you're going to be screaming, you know? Women are going to be screaming, children screaming, crying, and that's a liability because people are going to be cannibalism time, right? It's food, right? So if you make a peak, that's it, right? You know, different gangs, different sets, whatever, you know? All type of manner of wickedness, right?
Yeah, in the movie Leave the World Behind, they called them rogue forces.
Right.
It said rogue forces attack the White House. Right, which rogue just means we don't know who you're.
Right.
Pretty much, they're just out there, they're rogue. Right. But they're force, so you're gonna have a bunch of different people with different mindsets.
Yeah.
You're gonna have pedos with guns.
Right. Exactly.
Looking for things.
Moles
You're gonna have all kinds
with guns. You know what I mean? It's gonna get
you're gonna have people that I always wanted to torture a person. I always wanted this. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
all kinds of sickos.
Yeah.
Hey, the freaks are gonna come out, man.
Yeah.
real
You
talk.
know what I'm saying? They're out here, but they're really gonna come out.
Exactly.
Yeah, because even right now, like Brampton, Toronto, there's a whole bunch of a lot of home invasions. I mean, young niggas, young Jake, that was kicking down people's door, and
Yeah, a lot of people, even everybody has their own agenda, right? So that's why you don't know. Even in this world now, you can't trust too many people like that. You know?
behold, I'm against thee, O destroyed mountain, said the Lord.
It's lucky. It said in Second Ezra, I believe 16, that your neighbors, you know, you're going to be in fear of your own neighbors, right? Roughly paraphrasing.
If I may add, think about how many Babylonians are on medication.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Canadians as well. So when Jacob Silver comes, there's going to be no more delivery of meds, Adderall, or weed.
You know, a lot of people are on antipsychotics.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are on depressive pills.
Yeah.
Antidepressant. A lot of people are on serotonin inhibitors and hyperactivity. And what do you think is gonna happen?
It's really like Arkham Asylum.
A lot of people are gonna be in pain. Just walking around in pain. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Kill someone.
Yeah.
So that's a big factor, but there's many more factors.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a hell of a time, bro. It's gonna be a hell of a fucking time.
Isaiah 24,
Especially in these major cities too. Go ahead,
Isaiah 24, verse 4. They shall not drink wine with a strong. Sorry, it's not it. It says Isaiah 24, verse 9. They shall not drink wine with a song. A strong wine shall be bitter to them that drink it.
That's right.
And the city of confusion is broken down,
That's right.
and every house
Hey,
is
how do you break a city of confusion? With truth.
Yeah.
If a city is full of confusion, you break it down with truth.
the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There is a cry for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. and the mirth of the land is gone.
Hey, which goes to Ecclesiastes 12. When you read Ecclesiastes 12, it tells you about the judgment and tribulation that's about to come upon this city of confusion, man. And it's going to be hell, man. It's going to be hell. And a lot of it pertains to the financial system, man. Right? There's not going to be no jobs in the streets. Like Gerald Salente says, when the money doesn't flow, the blood flows, man.
Yeah, when the money stops flowing into the streets, blood starts flowing on the streets. There's no more money flowing. No more pay. No more wealth. You know what I mean? No more paychecks.
Hey, like one of 50 Cent's songs, he said, it ain't good to do good in my hood. Bow, you know not to do good now. And it's true. But when shit's not going good, nobody wants to see you doing good. When things are slow, you better not floss. All that flossing is about to stop, man.
Yeah. Hey, Dougie's talking about bringing pressure because all the carjacking.
All the carjacking, yep.
You know what I mean?
Well, look what just happened at Western Road. They jacked a lady with 2 kids in the back.
Like these guys don't care.
Care about what?
I remember last year I was driving down Jade, right? I think over Woolner. It's like 12 p.m. It's fucking noonday, and these guys come up with a gun or whatever, and he was trying to rob me. He was trying to fucking go to someone's car. Broad daylight.
Yeah, Jay.
So it's crazy out here, man. Like, you have to be circumspect. Because there's a bunch of ninjas out here, man. It said there is a cry for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is
Gonna
gone.
be looking for some soothsayers, you know, to try and make this place come back again. You know, make America great again. You know, Trump. You know, Rocky, people see that. We can build new bubble and all that, right?
That's what you got a lot of scammers now. But they know people are doing that. Right? When the YouTube ads come up, hey, I made $1,000 this week. Here's how you can, all this dumb shit.
Right.
A lot of people get scammed out of that. Right? You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard times. They're like, oh, I want to make passive income. Yeah, I want to make passive income.
So
You
true.
even know what passive income is, man. Before you're laying on your ass, you ain't doing any work, you got an AI robot doing that shit for you. They're taking your damn money. But in that time, people are really going to want some soothsayers, like your brother said, soothsayers and optimism and, and philosophy and something new, a new way.
Yeah, new way, yeah, right?
In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. When thus it shall be in the midst of the land among the people, there shall be as a spark. No, it's not. It says, there shall be as a shaking of the olive tree, and the clay beating grapes when the vintage is gone. Yes. Anyone else have another?
Yeah, I got Jeremiah 16:16. So we're going into spiritual powers, right? Okay, so this is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith Yahweh, they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters. They shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks.
Right? The elect men, when they're out here doing the work in the will of the Heavenly Father, they're going to be able to gather and execute judgment. Right now, we're chilling, man. We're just fishing, you know, like,
You're for hours.
Yeah, you're there, yeah.
6, 8,
Right.
8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. You might just put it in the thing, drink, and then we'll just get a bite.
You know, whatever. Right? Put a bait on it, right? This is the bait right here. Right? 12 tribes right there. Sticks. You know? But in that time though, when the Lord really is ready to make a return, man, that judgment's coming. We're gonna turn into those hunters. No more Mr. Nice Guy. You know? And the prophets are not nice anyway, but it's just an expression of the same, man. Okay? We're not playing, man. We're actually gonna all the things that we envision executing judgment, we're actually gonna be able to do it. Because it's in the power of our hand. Okay? The scripture said, wait ye upon me. So we have to wait upon the Lord right now. We can't make no moves. We can't break rank, man. We get disciplined for breaking rank. You know? We get I forget the word for it, but military we break rank. You know? We get kicked out.
Hey, Psalm says that their baby shall be dashed against stones.
Right. So
Stones.
that's right. world, you're not thinking to do that. No?
Even the spirit has to be put on to be level-headed amongst all the deaths.
Right.
Right? Because it doesn't matter how many movies, or it doesn't matter how many times we went on best score, you've seen a video on whatever, that's really shit.
That really
Once
shit.
you see people dead, that's a different, like in Hunger Games, right? They show you, even in the new one, but in the old one too, right? When the game actually started, everybody was training and kind of buddy, but they were kind of clicking up. But when that shit started, right? People were running, trying to get the weapon through the spirit, and the guy died.
Yeah,
and she was just
yeah.
bugging out. She was just looking at shit. One guy came with an axe, started chopping it down. Right? It was barbaric.
Hey, that's why a lot of these soldiers come back with PTSD and they're never the same ever again.
Hey, that guy's lucky. That movie, what was that movie with those Jakes that came back and they robbed the bank?
Oh, great movie.
President.
Yeah,
That president.
Dead presidents.
that Jake in Vietnam. That Jake in Vietnam, he bugged out, right? He cut the guy's head off or some shit.
Yeah.
He kept it in the bag.
He kept it in the
He was
bag.
walking around with a dead head, man.
Good.
And the guy became a preacher. Remember?
Yeah, man, so that shit. That's why a lot of those guys are doing drugs. They couldn't take it because they knew they're actually doing atrocities as well.
That's right.
Because the general would just say, "Hey, clear the whole village."
Yeah, kill the whole
What do you
village.
mean? There's a bunch of women and kids. Yeah, see?
And they raped women too.
The thing is, a lot of you guys come back with PTSD because they're fighting an unrighteous cause, man. That's right. You realize, yeah.
You think it's
Yeah.
patriotism.
Right.
Right? You know, the 9/11, they
Right.
went to Iraq, and then they're looking for WMDs.
Right.
Mass destruction. They can't find it.
Yeah,
They killed over 1 million Iraqis. You know? And then there's I want to say this, there's a picture of Vietnam, and in Vietnam, right, the soldiers are all like posing, you know, shit, and then they had a bunch of skulls, the whole mountain of skulls of the Vietnamese. And then the elder Malcolm from Chicago, he said when he was in the army, he said his general on his table, he had pictures like that of skulls, like when they were back there, like, you know, they killed them, and then they
Yeah,
have
of course.
skulls and shit.
Dark.
Parading it?
Yeah, it's like a death picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's a devil, man.
And that's Esau. That's Esau.
Yeah,
gets
that's
down.
Esau.
You know, like, 'cause even when Esau fought Gad, right, they would take trinkets. They would take your beard, your private part, your scalp, and then guess what? They would put it in a jar or preserve it, and they would pass it from generation to generation, and they would keep it as a trinket.
Yeah.
Jake, same thing.
Yeah.
Cut off your rod, your ear, your nose at a picnic, right? And this is from a great, great, great,
This
great,
my
great,
great granddaddy.
You know?
They have shoes. They make shoes out of our human skin.
Yeah, they also made horse
Horse
saddles.
saddles?
They made horse saddles.
Oh, wow.
And pant reaches
Oh wow.
from skinning.
Oh shit.
Playing.
That's why I believe they called Gad Redskins.
I didn't even know that.
Blood on them.
Shit.
That was good on that?
Yes.
Ezekiel 35.
So this is
Start at the top.
Ezekiel 35, verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, prophesy against it, and say unto it,
That's all you're going to say about right now. That's what we're doing right now. So we're prophesying against you right now. Right? Okay? We're in the chief place of conflict. We're in the fourth largest city in North America. Prophesying against you, man. It's a strong Edomite stronghold right over here. Okay? But anywhere you Edomites are, we're prophesying against you in all major cities across North America, man. Okay? Go ahead.
okay, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord power, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate.
All these cities, man, these condos, these skyscrapers, man, it's all gonna be wiped away, man.
What's that word the other day? That's a proud word. That's a proud word. It's skyscraper.
Yeah.
It doesn't even go up all the way. You know, but that's the terminology.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, that's gonna scrape you.
That's right, right?
And it says here, verse 4, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh.
That's right.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Yashar'ala by the force of the sword.
That's right. So the Lord's not just doing this for no reason, man. Okay? It's because you forward the affliction on the Israelites, man. Okay? You've really done a great deal of tormenting us, man. Putting us through hell in this place, man. Physically, mentally, spiritually. Okay? Go ahead.
Yeah, because it said the force of the sword, because that's his blessing. If you look out throughout history, they made all these weapons to destroy Jake, the Gatling gun.
That's
the
right.
Volvo, all these STDs, these viruses.
That's right.
I believe you can go back into the Tuskegee Project.
Yeah, experiment.
Yeah, they invented like syphilis.
That's right.
They tested the syphilis on Judah.
That's
To
right.
see how he would react to it.
That's right.
That's called biological warfare.
HIV as well.
That's right. Even a lot of the gynecological practices they got from Eve, man. Judah experimenting them on
No
them.
black with no painkillers, no analgesics.
You know, devil, man.
Yeah, that's why modern medicine, it came from actually slavery. They were experimenting on the black woman.
That's right.
While she was giving birth, they were cutting her wide open, man. Like a damn animal.
Yeah, that's right.
It's disgusting.
And a lot of deeper things that they tested was on a lot of Gadites during the, they're called the Project Paperclip. And they brought a lot of Germans. A lot of Germans came to Canada as well.
Yeah.
SS. They had a lot of, they had a research lab in Thunder Bay.
They just praised one, remember? They were
the
clapping
guy,
for him.
We didn't know.
We didn't know. We didn't know he was a damn Nazi.
But they tested things like pain threshold, like sticking a needle through your eye and seeing what the reaction is, and there's different shit that they would test, right? The human psyche was what happens and shit, right? But the people that were the guinea pigs were Israelites.
You see it?
That's why you're gonna be judged, man. That's why you're gonna be cut down. Parking,
Smoking weed.
you know. Anyways, go ahead.
And it says, by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will compare thee unto blood. Blood shall consume thee. Saith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall consume thee.
That's right. Since we love blood so much. That goes back to Daddy King. He was an artificer of weapons for hurting people. Because he was a weapon. Right? And then, like the brother said, the Gatling gun, but then they had another gun, it's a repeater. Right? You could, back in the day, you had to shoot it and reload. But this thing, you could shoot it and then cock it real quick. And then shoot again. And that's how they killed a lot of Gadites with the repeater. Right?
It's hand-to-hand combat. Guy was kicking their ass. man.
Even the rifles, man, they were fucking them up. They had better aim. They said, to reload, dad is on the horse and shit, reloading and shooting.
That's right.
Right? Yeah, throwing the tomahawk.
Yeah, man.
But they had to get the repeater. They had to get the, what's that shit? I think it's Smith & Wesson.
That's one of them.
Colt, yeah, one of them. There's a
Colt
gun.
45.
Yeah, Colt 45.
Yeah.
Colt 45. I don't know if that's the gun that they call the gun that won the West. It's the gun that they call it. They say it's the gun that won the West. Right? It's one of those. Yeah. That was his blessing, man.
You got more?
You need to bring something else, just bring it on.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
The Malachi 1:1. The version of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved thee, saith the Lord, wherein hast thou loved us? What was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountain and inheritance waste for the dragon of the wilderness. Right, said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build. But we will return and build the desolate places. Says we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord power. They shall build, but I will destroy. they shall fall in the hole of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath nations.
The Edomites are, planning to build, your 15-minute cities, this new condo development here. Okay, all throughout Toronto, they want to expand. They want to focus on their transportation, infrastructure and stuff like that. All that's going to be wiped away, man. Okay, all of that is everything that you're doing. Even your building practices is hurting the earth, right? Okay, the materials that you're using to even build the homes is not good. Okay, they're causing
Respiratory illnesses.
respiratory illnesses. What's that one? That pink stuff, insulation. Right?
Pink Panther.
That
I think it's called Pink Panther.
The insulation.
Insulation,
Yeah,
yeah.
the insulation in the house, man. That's not good for you, man.
Of course, that's why when you work, if you ever did
Microfiber.
that shit, yeah, the micro,
Right.
if you ever work that shit, man, you gotta boot up, suit up, everything.
Yeah.
You're gonna have it all over.
Hey, and when I used to work construction, we just used to wrap our face. We never knew about the suits. You guys got the suits later, and we used to itch. Because I started construction when I was
They
16.
don't give you that shit somewhere.
We just put a shirt over our face and we didn't know. We were fucking ourselves up, bro.
One time, if you go in the attic, you gotta do that shit. So it works.
Yeah, can't.
It's wicked. Drywall, even drywall, bro. Drywall is wicked.
Fiberglass.
Drywall is wicked.
Yeah.
That shit is bad material, and the paint as well.
Yeah.
The paint as well. Right? You're sitting in the house, right? In this generation, it's called the indoor generation for the most part. Right?
Yeah.
Right? So you're sitting there breathing it in, sleeping in it. Back in the day, you had bricks or wood. You know what? My favorite is a wooden house, like a log house.
Exactly.
Like the brick Edomites on the ranches, they have a thick wooden house.
That's right.
Control in a fireplace.
In Malachi 4:1, for behold, the days come, said the Lord, that thou shalt burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all the wicked shall do stubble, or shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord of hosts. Then it shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you the fear, said, but unto you that fear my name, said the Lord, he said, shall the Son of Righteousness arise, and hear it in his wings.
Yeah, that's going into deliverance, man. Right? That protection that you're going to get from Yahushua. The protection that you're going to get from being in the chariot. Right? But that's the only way that you're going to be delivered. Right? You're not delivered by being baptized in water. Right? And when I say baptized in water, I mean actual water. Your pastor dunking you with water. That's not it. That's not the saving. The saving is being in the chariot. Right?
Psalm 91:1. He that dwell in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. As I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress.
Hey, and guess what? This is the secret place. The beauty of it, it's in an open place. Right? We're speaking of things to come
That's right.
very openly, right? But it's still in a secretive manner.
That's right.
Right? Cloaked under the fact that people think we're clowns and
Yep.
whatever. We're crazy.
Yep.
Right? But that's how the Lord set it up.
I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In Him will I trust.
And it's going to hit people when they're going to, because people think a secret place, oh, we have to find the Dead Sea Scroll, or we got to find the place. Where's the place? And it's going to really hit them when it's been in front of them the whole fucking time.
That's right, man.
Right? It's been in front of your face the whole time, man.
Yep.
And that's when it's really going to hit you.
It's in your hotel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Surely He shall
It's the most printed book, right?
That's right.
The
Yeah,
most bought book.
Not even close. And there's no close second.
God.
No close second.
Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with it.
Hey, and it's the book that's bought in the time of trouble as well. Every time there's crisis, Bible sales go up as well.
He shall cover thee with the feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust.
Yeah, and that's a representation of the chariots, man.
Hey, let me get this, right? This is just quickly.
Of course.
It says, according to Guinness World Records, as of 1999, the Bible is the best-selling book of all time with an estimated 5 billion copies sold and distributed.
Jeez.
That was as of 1995.
Jeez. Hey, can somebody get that scripture? What is that? Acts 1, where it says that this same Jesus, the same way you see him goes, the same way that he shall return.
Oh yeah, that's
Keep reading up.
He shall come to thee with feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust.
Yeah.
His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night,
Yeah, and that truth is a protection as well, right? That truth is something that's protecting us from all the wiles of the devil, man.
nor for the arrows that fly by day.
Yeah. Like in that movie, Book of Eli, yo, he had so much faith, man, that he was dodging bullets, man. That's how much faith he had. He was walking like a bullet can't even touch him, man. That's faith, man. And he wasn't being careless. He was just in the spirit. I'm not talking about the go in the hood and what up, nigga? Shoot at me. Can't touch me. I'm not talking about that.
Nor the pestilence that walketh in dark places, nor the destruction.
Yeah, and the pestilence is right now. The pestilence we see. The pestilence we are prophesying. One of the pestilence is the RFID, man. And we're prophesying the 666 that you people are gonna have in your body, man. You won't be like Elon Musk said. You're gonna be able to communicate with people through the mind, through that telepathically, man. So you people, you won't need this no more, man. This is gonna be inside of you. This is gonna be like, yep, call so and so. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, hey, you okay? Yeah, and the device is gonna be inside of you, man.
That's the miracles of the beast, right? That's gonna make the whole world wonder after the beast. You know, admire it. That's right. You can't make after this. You can't make a better phone, man. It's really reached its pinnacle, man. There's nothing that has changed when it came to the cell phone, man. So once they implement whatever the RFID, and there's already a thing I seen a mechanic do. He's doing the machine, the car, the hood's open, and then he has a hologram here. The machine's wow. They're already out there, man. And it's a program you can buy for mechanics.
Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor the arrow that flieth by day, nor by the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday.
Yeah, like in the ancient world, if you were walking by and you see a bunch of dead birds, that was a sickness, right? Or you see dead bodies, so you would stay away from that area. The air would be polluted. So in that time, the spirit really got to be with you, man. You know, the spirit has to be with you. You're walking around, the air is contaminated, like it's already contaminated, but in that time, right?
Yeah, because look what happened last year, right? With the whole so-called wildfires.
Oh yeah.
Like for the whole
And people
month,
forgot about that shit.
the whole month was full of smoke.
Or in sky.
1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee.
But imagine that, you're really witnessing people being put to death, man. By the thousands. People can't comprehend that. Okay, but that's what's coming to this world, right? Judgment.
Only with thee shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
Right, says we can wicked Esau, you know, the so-called white man, and the wicked of our people. You know, people that done us dirty. You know, that's going to be their judgment. They need it.
It says, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall be no, it says, there shall no evil, it says, there shall no evil that befall thee. It said, neither shalt thou plague come nigh thy dwellings. For he shall give his angel charge over thee to keep.
That's the Tawa.
Just like the three children in the oven. It's like the angel came when the fire blew out. He pretty much like forced you, right?
For he shall give his angel charge over thee to keep thee in the way.
Yep.
thou shalt bear the
That's the tawa, right? Because when you guys were reading in Ezekiel, it was telling you that it said, "Come not nigh those who had the mark," right? So you who have the mark, whoever you men are, and then you 1/3 who have it, you're good, right? But the thing is, you don't know who you are, but you're going to be good.
At that time, you're walking by, and remember in Curry, I forget which one, they had in the city, people had traps. If you're walking by, there's a thing that comes,
Yep, cut you up,
So at that time, you might be walking, and an angel might nudge you or something.
100%, 100%,
Why that move? And then
100%. It happened to me already. Man. I've been delivered from a lot of bullshit.
For he shall give his angel charge over thee to keep thee.
Yeah,
in
that's
all
what
thy
that's
ways.
what modern they call a guardian angel, right? We have guardian angels, but we actually do. It's actually not even a joke. We actually do.
How Shai said that? He said they're angels.
Yeah,
He said each one of
yeah. I forgot where that scripture is, but we actually do have guardian angels, right? Because even when brothers come into this truth, the angels are celebrated, man, because we're one step closer to the destruction of the sinful kingdom, man.
He said they shall bear thee up in their hand. And
Let me get this real quick. This is Matthew 18:10. Take heed that ye despise not one of these little ones. For I say unto you that in heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven.
Wow.
Psalms 91:12. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shall.
Because even though we have that mindset, it doesn't mean that, like I said, we're not gonna go into the hood and just be like, yeah, nobody can touch me, I'm the guy. Can't do that. That's still stupid, man. Even with all the power that our Lord and Savior had, he didn't move like that, man.
You have to be Clark Kent.
That's right, man.
It says, thou shalt tread upon lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample underfoot, because he hath set his love
That's why
upon thee.
that show, man, I told brothers to watch 1883. It's a very good show, man.
Look how when they all started to die, as the days went by, then they all
the little
started to
girl
die.
just went to go piss. A snake came
Snake
and bit her,
killed
she
her.
died.
Yeah.
You know, like,
The one girl, all she did was drink the water,
and
didn't boil it.
Yeah, so it's just real, man. In that time, shit's not smooth. Like, okay, let's go on a journey. Like,
Yo, the lady's just like, that's my 10th child. She just kept losing kids, and she's like, fuck it, I'm gonna kill them.
hey, but you know what? At the end, right? One of the problems, like the guy that said, look, he said, you can have this value. It's my people's value.
Yeah.
He said, but in 7 generations, we're gonna rise up and take it back.
Yes.
That's right. And then the guy's like, they might like, oh, 7 generations is plenty enough.
Yeah.
You know, but guess what? You're gonna be back there in that generation, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna be back there, buddy.
It said, thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet, because he hath set his love upon me. Therefore will I deliver thee. No, sorry. It said, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. Here, it's talking. It says, he shall call upon
And because
me.
that's what this is all about. You might like to say, oh yeah, this Israel. The Lord is exalting himself. He's exalting his name. This is about him first. It's not about us. We did this to ourselves, man. This is because of our wickedness. He's exalting his righteousness, his righteous name. He's not going to make us defile his name. And because we're attached to him, he's going to do this for himself, man. This is for his glory. To glorify Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, for his name to ring out throughout the whole globe, man. For people to pay homage and respect to the Don.
It says, because he hath set his love upon me.
Everybody has to come and kiss the ring, man. It's not even a joke. Everyone has to bow.
He said, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer. I will be with thee in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him, and
and shall show him my salvation.
Yeah, and those are some of the greatest movies where the bad guy is winning so good that everybody feels like the good guy can never come back. And in some way, somehow, the good guy comes back, the bad guy gets exposed. That's some of the greatest movies, man. But it pisses you off when the bad guy is winning, because the bad guy goes through that season in the movie where he's just winning. That's you Caucasians, man. You Caucasians are winning now, but your society's about to be destroyed, man.
That's right.
And then the real righteous, the righteous of the Heavenly Father, are going to take back over their righteous place. Because for the world to run in righteousness, you Israelites have to be in power. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I know you want to be rappers. I know you want to be drug dealers. I know you want to be pimps, but that's not your righteous place, man. I know you want to twerk. I know you want to fucking pop Molly, but that's not your righteous place, man. And you Edomites, your righteous place is on the fucking ground, man.
That's right. Psalms 2 and 1.
Hold on, the brother was gonna get the one in Acts. Get
Okay,
Acts.
I have
the
that.
Bible shot.
Okay, so this is
Because it's all about the deliverance of the elect, man. It's not about
I have
no
it.
fucking this, no
Yeah.
that, no this, no that, man. Right? You people want to know what the true deliverance is? Oh, I'm saved. I'm saved. From what? From what? Hell didn't even begin. And a lot of you people talking about you're saved, you got the juice. How could you be saved and you're juiced up? I doubt you're going to make it on the chariot.
They're dying a lot.
The heck? I
Acts
doubt
1.
it. I can't say you can't make it with it, but I doubt it. The heck? You already got the juice. You got nanoparticles. Go ahead.
Acts 1 and 11. Which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? The same Yahushai, which is taking up from you into heaven.
Yeah, the same thing that the elder brought out. The elder brought out that the military released their all of their classified documents, man, and they were all going into what? All into chariots, man. Right? Go ahead.
Shall so come in the like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven.
Exactly. And the way that he went into heaven was by a chariot. He was what? He was taken up. So what was he? He was delivered, man. And that's the say that again, huh? He was translated, man. Like Star Trek. I always liked Star Trek as a kid. And it said, beam me up, Scotty. And that's true, man. You dematerialize and then you enter the ship where you rematerialize, man. Right? And that's real, man. That's not no joke, man.
Because
And, go ahead.
the scripture said you can change the twinkling of an eye, right?
In a twinkling of an eye. That's scriptural, man. And that's the time that we're living in. We're living in a time where people are going to start saying, oh, that's not a UFO. That's a chariot of God. That's what we're teaching you people. Right? You brothers are making videos on the mark of the beast. Make videos on the chariot as well. These people need to know what the hell a chariot is, man. Because the government has you thinking that it's evil. It's evil beings, man. Because they're actually going to fight against it. Esau is not preparing for you people. Esau already has the world under lock. Esau's preparing to war with the angels, man. The shit that Esau's creating, all the robots and the this and the that, that's for the angels, man. Because he thinks that's going to be able to go up against the angels. He's going to get destroyed, man.
Was it on that? All right. So with that, we're going to close up. Give all glory, honor, and praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ba'akadash.
Say Kwame Asherala.
Kwame Asherala.
Abba Ba.
Abba Ba.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, Shalom. Awesome. Any